Hello and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. Last we left off, we were just in Gaia looking for codes, and we stopped in the middle of finding these recordings. So we're gonna continue on and see more of this wonderful, shocking story.
Look, Liz, you're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
Hell, Liz. I know. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You, Hell, Liz. I know. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You, you got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimon cuckoos. What can he do?
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Right. Let's start over from Eleuthia 1.
Running integrity tests. Dr. Brochard Klein, may I speak outside protocol?
I suppose so. There's no one to stop you.
Doctor, you are fatigued. You have been logging abnormal sleep cycles. Are you suffering from depression?
Well, I am trapped in a science facility for the rest of my life. How about you?
In a time slice of a quadrillion operating cycles, 10,000 are involved with processing the loss of Dr. Sobek. I have considered quarantining these processes. Do you think that would be wise?
I'm not a psychologist, Gaia, or an AI scientist. No. It is natural. At least in the context of the work you and I have accomplished, which begs the meaning of the term natural. She was your creator, the patron saint of this crazy endeavor. Our Lady of the Fervent Hypothetical.
Even assuming a string of significant failure combinations, Zero Dawn's chances of success are greater than the hypothetical.
It's called a manner of speech, Gaia. Take a note.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make a better list. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the Alphas were in there.
Unlocked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance?
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture!
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Captain atmosphere.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope. The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it. Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
here?
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the Eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the Eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus. Recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
So you thought it was a titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Carja? How did they become involved?
The Carja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born. anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot. With my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus, and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus, inside the Nora Mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature. And usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
You've done terrible things, Silence. But you've also done what you could to undo them. I can't say you've balanced the scale, but at least you've tried.
To be clear, Aloy, I would do it all again. A few more safeguards, perhaps, but basically the same.
Really? So much for learning from mistakes.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the Master Override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing. I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it?
Entity is not known.
I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name?
Hades.
You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine.
Divine timeline.
Time. Ah. It is the 13th king of the Carja Sanctum's reign.
Divine Carja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. how long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Titan Flame merely houses intellect. Define Karja.
Now that's more like it. They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, Lucent Bahavas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Araman understand the glint hawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Araman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O Shadow of Prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing.
Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer.
How inconvenient for me.
Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Very well.
Helis. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Dervahl, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Eren knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy. Allow me to apologize. for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Have you spoken to Blaine?
Not yet.
He wishes to speak to you.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival.
You stop that assassin.
Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the rigid defenses in Nether Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Huh. So you must be Aloy then. I thought there'd be more of you.
More of me.
Thicker, I suppose. More of a gear wheel, less of a ringlet. Don't get me wrong, you're very well struck.
Do all Oseram flirt at the most inopportune times?
Inopportune? Battle hasn't even started yet. Petra Forge woman. I hail from the Free Heap. I'll be heading back in the next dust storm. Murad asked me to check over the city arsenal first. Cannons have aged well, but I've cleared their throats so they can really roar.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then.
Have you just polished that armor with it?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
What?
Nothing.
Out with it, woman.
Forget I said anything. You look very dignified.
Thank you.
And shiny.
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy? When you went into the...
She didn't need to.
Maybe we can.
Prince Itamen is alive and in the palace. Praise the sun.
This place really couldn't be more different to the sacred land,
No,
could it?
I'm away.
There are materials like I've never seen in the markets above.
Knew it was only a matter of time before an Oseram tried to...
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier, but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Itamen play in the Low Gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road. Vanasha. She delights in goading me. Like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
Machines or bandits try to get past me? I'll fight. Mark my words.
Elita, I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle. The Patrol so I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting. I can't take his place.
I understand what...
He'll always be with me. I should give you this.
Thank you.
She stood between the assassin and our Sun King.
Let's do some side quests before we continue on with this. Seeing as the story seems to be bringing characters as side questing.
Little Spark. Name's Jira. I run this fine watering hole.
I like what you've done with the place.
When the Karja fort opened, I got word that my husband had come looking for me. But only the word made it to the fort.
You have a...
Kendrick. Beat him in an arm wrestling match. I left him behind when I left the claim. Some metal sellers passed him at the bridge near the glare break. Seeing as you drift on the wind, Little Spark.
If I'm out that way, I'll look for...
Ever have those mornings when you wake up with... Still, I'll be heading up to the fort to resupply.
Let someone try to make trouble for Avad. Let him see what happens.
Here's the bridge Jira mentioned. No telling how many people pass this way. But this was a man with a cart, so... the road. And if the tracks... Well, that doesn't make any sense. Someone's possessions. Kendert's? There's goods scattered everywhere. And a little blood, too. Either he fell, or... There's enough blood to worry me. No more blood. Must have had time to bind his wound. This chest looks like it's of Oseram making. At least he's easy to follow. I just hope he's okay.
Glad to see you, stranger.
Are you Kendert? I'm a friend of Jira's.
Huh? I'm a husband of Jira's.
She heard you'd gone missing. I tracked you. What happened?
I was coming to join her. A sandstorm blew in, I sought shelter. It didn't work out. And here I am getting read as a Carja priest, my goods scattered in a herd of tramplers. There's only so much you can do to make me look less of an idiot. But could you get back my scrapper sap?
That would be the stuff down there with the herd of tramplers?
I'm not proud. I'm just a brewer, and maybe 5 bottles of that.
It'd be fascinating if they weren't looking for me. Out already. Out of ammo, but not out of ID. Now's my chance.
Huntress. Thank you. Oseram's finest.
Candid, why did you set out so...
Hammer to steel of the matter is. When Jira said she wanted to leave the claim, I consulted with the Ilderman.
You've got me curious.
No, I've already dug myself a hole deep enough to swallow a Thunderjaw. It was my mistake not going with her.
You'll find her stocking up at date.
cares for his life. Perhaps we
Little Spark. Any sign of that man?
I found him, Jira. I think you two will have a lot to talk about.
I like a good story. And a good drink. It's why I'm good at what I do.
He's bringing you both. Kendrick wants to be with you. He regrets that he took the word of the... Ealdorman?
Women know their place in the claim, was their word. It's the Carja's son that bakes their brains and gives them such thoughts.
That's...
the tribe. You can't bear a grudge. It'd make you go mad. My silly man. Little Spark, how can I thank you? There'll always be a drink for you at Hunter's Gathering.
all day while the nobles fiddle with their woes. Won't find better wares.
You're back. I've gotten some reports, so I have a notion of what you're gonna say.
That your man Zaid was running a slaving operation right under your nose?
He was never my man. But I won't make excuses. I should have dug harder for proof of his guilt. There'll be a full investigation. And if you see this young woman again, assure her she'll face no reprisal. And please, offer her my personal apology.
Do you really think that will help her?
No, I don't suppose it will. But for every shadow, there's sunlight. I hope she'll see that one day. Lakir came back on his own, a little worse for wear. He seemed a bit embarrassed when I mentioned you. Dare I ask?
He has a lovely singing voice.
That's a capital lie if I've ever heard one. I'll have a talk with him about it.
I need to go.
Let me know if there's any news.
Let's see. Any more little houses that I missed? Okay. In this episode, it'll be just side quests, and then we'll finish up with the possible final mission afterwards.
I've seen better. That's a bit.
It's you! The one who saved Meridian from that Oseram lunatic. Damned if you aren't a ray of sun on a dark day. Will you help me?
If I can.
Mass murder. That's what. 5 night guards shredded like cabbage.
Could machines have killed?
Don't see how. The quarry is fenced and gated, and I've never seen a
I know what killed those men. A machine.
An underground killing machine.
Just sit tight.
Wasted time. Show was better last week.
Oh, wonderful.
I love this bit. That doesn't look like an ordinary rock pile. Oh. Rock breakers make these mounds when they attack.
never seen a machine like that. Whoa! Nor a hunter so bold. Take this. It's from the quarry stores, but no one's gonna argue that you don't deserve it. May you walk in the light, friend. Especially when dealing with what comes up from the ground.
I've seen this 4 times already.
Well, be right back, people. It may take a few minutes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am back.
No, I'm awake and alert.
Damn it. Heard the machines took down another freehold in the south. I don't know how.
Of course. You'll regret not stopping when you're like to buy something today.
I barely turn a profit even in the best of times, especially since I usually hand out what I can to those in need. Would you care for some fruit? Better enjoy it before someone runs off with the rest of it.
Has someone been stealing from you?
Yes, almost every night. Not enough to force me to close shop, but definitely enough to hurt.
I know how to track. I could...
Really?
I'll see what I can find.
the rest.
They're necessities.
Don't pass up these goods. Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road. Won't cost you a shard just to look. Only the finest.
I don't like the woman's head at the Hunter's Lodge, but at
Barely
least she's no
moved recently.
Only those savages.
There we go. Tracks. Spoiled fruit. The rabbits seem to like it, though. Oh, look. The thief dropped more fruit for me to follow. If I can see it in all this grass. Is this the last of the fruit? Okay, boars, out of the way so I can have a trail of footprints this time. Must have climbed up.
Father, son, forgive me! Forgive me!
There's our thief. And he's in trouble.
Thank you, Savage! You saved me from the sun's judgment.
I did what now?
I left the misery of Sunfall not long ago, knowing that I'd never be welcome back in Meridian. So, I've been stealing food from a woman at Bright Market just to survive. But the Glinthawks must be the judgment of the sun.
You believe it attacked you because you were stealing?
Why else? What if I beg forgiveness from the lady? Will that absolve me and save me from the Glinthawks?
I took care of the Glinthawks, but yes, you should return and apologize. The woman you stole from is kind. She'll forgive you.
The sun has spoken! Thank you again, Savage. May the sun light your way!
Great. People finally stopped calling me outcast, and now it's Savage.
Every errand.
Don't forget
like
to
what I
stock
have
up
for
before you're
sale,
on the
I
road.
promise.
These aren't goods.
Come, take a look. I'll give
These
you a good
aren't
price.
goods.
They're necessities.
Metalbot here. Good prices, fair prices. Don't forget to stock up before you...
Only the finest goods.
Fairest prices for machine parts under the mesa. No tithes to the Sun Court. Not like those greedy snarls upside.
She's not interested in taxes.
I know what she's not interested in. As I was saying, no better offer for snap-maw lenses. I'd give my...
By the sun, don't start spitting in your palm. Huntress, I apologize on behalf of my partner. Silent partner.
Silent partner?
If the sun would only grant my prayers. Never mind snap-maw lenses, Huntress. There's no bucket.
So which...
No market for a snap-maw lens that's good, strong stuff. You can hammer it into anything.
Where do you think we are? Some trading post with sawdust on the floor?
I know culture. Just the other day I was watching the...
Oh, great sun, lend me the...
The sun's baked your head if you think we'll shift long-leg lenses at a time like this.
Hello?
I've told you as many times as...
Craft doesn't win a war.
Oh, yeah.
If Carja...
Although...
Enough!
Well?
They're a blunt people, the Nora.
Why do you two even work together if you can't agree on anything?
It's a symbolic gesture.
No tithes to the Sun Court.
Just...
A long leg lens.
A snap-maw lens.
Fine. I can see that you...
Wait!
I drove her off.
Hunters, scroungers, bring us your metal.
Scroungers? What kind of brutes are you trying to attract?
We were agreed.
Lucky that the Norns better wear sun king. Buy what you need, leave the rest.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost. I'm a guard, not the town crier.
before you're on the road.
Your time, please. Sun and Shadow, if only you'd use...
I'll see what I can...
Have a word with me and listen. If I can get it back...
You'll like what I have for sale, I promise. Come take a look. I'll give
The
you a
thief
good...
broke the lattice on the way out. Drops of blood bleeding away.
These aren't good. The battle is starting.
More blood.
We can't stay here.
I'm still on the
enemy
trail.
is marching on the city.
Come to gloat, Nora. Well, as you can see, the battle begins.
These aren't goods, they're necessities.
Whether I got from the claim. Don't regret nothing.
Children and the infirm. Get them to safety as soon as you can.
Able-bodied adventurers! Hi there, Outlander.
Okay.
So I paid up front.
So now you're hiring someone. Are you some kind of... But you send...
Risk. All right.
If I did look...
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of... And you look like you know your... If it's true they walk among machines without payment...
An attack is coming.
Only the finest goods here,
Still more blood. The thief got cut. Trail ends here. But someone must have seen the thief. Did someone run past?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a butt.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward. No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by. Did you see anyone run?
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like a...
The thief must have ditched the sword.
We're trapped now.
But where?
Only way out.
Maybe
is
he had
victory.
help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
The enemy is here.
Who leads the attack? Is it Helis? Damn him. And the Karja in Shadow.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and the shards will go to people in...
You expect me...
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the water. If they don't convince you, come right back with...
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. Okay. I should go to this water mill then to find out what's going on.
You know what? I'm not gonna do it.
something today?
Don't pass up these goods
here. Check out these wares.
Fine goods for a fair price.
Finest goods here.
Fine goods for a fair You'll like what I have for sale, I promise.
Hunters, scroungers, bring us your metal.
All the best goods here.
I brought you both the parts. So, what do you say?
I don't suppose I could buy just the one.
You'd buy the wrong one.
Of course, of course.
The price you have to pay. The Snapmaw lens might just cover the loss we take on the other.
It won't.
I have an imagination.
I told you from the beginning this wouldn't be a scrap-dealing operation, that we would have class.
And I told you, a true metal seller knows to get his hands dirty.
As you wipe machine oil on my silks.
Who wears a silk apron to the metal?
Heard from my people in Asia.
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want... We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and use the money to help...
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for generations.
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them. Of wealth and
Who exactly gets...
Not the bastards in the fortress. We used the shards to make sure that they only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. They So am I.
Where's the sword now?
Safe.
What do you
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner Nassan disappeared near... He was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you found that...
How
I knew you were gonna say that. Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old camp, but...
I've been
She's
seen.
coming!
Time for you to hurt. Got you a prick!
Fork. This must be when Hassan was supposed to check in. Looks like there was a scuffle here. But if someone dragged Hassan off, there should be tracks. Oh, here we are. Let's see where they went. The Shadow Karja outpost. Let's hope Hassan is inside.
Who's there?
The enemy!
They've gotten Hassan, all right. He needs help.
Let's try this again. I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With your mother.
I think he's trying to hurt your feelings. Won't work. My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may, we're not getting anywhere.
That's all right. I don't mind.
Am I done?
Kinjeev sent me. Let's get you out of here.
I thought that old salt had abandoned me.
Kinjeev told me about...
No. It's hidden nearby. There's a...
Good.
Bega. But for now, I'm bound for Sun.
A man named Nisan came to see me, and we came to an arrangement. All this from a stolen sword.
Get to safety. The battle begins.
The one who foiled the plot against our city. You're Nora. I'm the mournful Naman.
Like this?
In grief. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for
Oh, no. I know about the Red Raids, but the...
I see. Well, I could use the help of a strong... These people seek to honor their loved, their lost, with their own voices. But there are obstacles. While Meridian...
What?
The first pilgrim is an Oseram. He waits there in this. The shrine was... And the Manuk, they need no better.
So...
All I can ask...
I'll do...
To honor...
This isn't up to date.
It's not what I imagined when I was a boy, but
Mom told me
it's
about.
decent work, keeping the city safe.
You won't get in there.
I can be persuasive.
It reminds me of some...
Try me.
I had a lover, a Karja...
And seeing a statue of them...
I need... But that...
I'll see what I can do.
Turn away, child.
If you want to be alone, go someplace else. Others want to pray here.
Defile it, you mean? Yet another debasement of what was once pure. Our king is false?
Why do you think your army is weak?
A Karja throne relying on Ford, our most blessed, our tribe.
And yet everyone but you seems happy they're gone. I'm done arguing with you. Stay or go, but I won't allow you to keep others away.
I am here by the will of the sun.
You don't believe in the throne, the priesthood, the army, or the city, so I guess you have no authority here.
I have the authority of the sun.
Then call it for help. No one else will listen.
There'll be a reckoning.
You'll back away from it.
Good to see you.
I'd like an opportunity.
He gave them the best work.
They defaced.
I thank you.
I hope you can find.
Wasn't sure about the Sundomet.
Run. Sometimes those are for fast travel. Tedious.
This must be the sun's climb, where the Banuk wants to paint his mark.
good to be free of the city. You were a better hunter than I. I'll paint them.
There'll be more where they came from.
Yes, there will always be more machine. That's why I'm up the machine. You have my thanks, Hunter.
I'll tuck that away. This is where the Otaru wanted to say her goodbye. I'm ready. Gotta be.
When we fled from our cages during the... I kept running. I don't want to... I understand. The seeds will be... I'll tell her it... And she who's...
What is it?
There. Her bracelet.
Do you need to be alone?
For the first time.
complete adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
So you've come back to...
I was invited back. The priests wanted to hear they're listening.
Because of what
you did.
It was for the mourner.
You said perhaps we would be richer.
Thank you. This has to be the Banuk camp that Vilgan told me about. See what happened to the other mercenaries he sent. The machines are docile. It's like they've already been overridden.
last hunt was a good one. Struck swift as snow. And then
Nora, they are wise to let women rule.
This is how the Banuk must have gotten
I
up
have
over
proven
the
my
mountain.
worth with 100 hits, and my song will echo.
Shaman, you're trying to understand the machines here too?
Yes, Nora. And taking my time with my studies. Between you, me, and the spirits, I appreciate the peace. Not just from the machines. There are many changes in Ban-Ur. The hunters and shamans bicker without end.
What about?
How best to deal with a harsher world. The hunters, they don't want it back the way it used to be. And we shamans find ourselves able to explain less and less. So many are exiles now, sent to wander. Here, no one argues. So, I welcome mystery.
It'll be daybreak soon.
I wish you a bountiful hunt.
Spirits reveal themselves to you.
Spirits reveal themselves to you. I have proven my worth with 100 hunts. My song will echo for 100 more.
Tomorrow, we'll see what the shamans have learned from the machine spirits.
To see these machines up close like this, it's...
Grazer dung.
I'm sorry?
Frozen grazer dung. This Ravager led me here. I chased it down from the rivals, where it killed a great ice hunter. Tore him in two. The challenge I accepted. But when it reached this camp, the Fury left it.
Isn't that a good thing?
Tikuk says it's a gift. What is a gift but a reward that you didn't earn? The machines are meant to challenge us. Now I'm stuck here guarding the shamans.
Tomorrow, we'll see what the shamans have learned from the machine spirits.
Greetings, Nora. I am Tikuk.
Shaman.
The blue light is strong here. My people traveled...
The blue light?
The light of the machine spirits.
I know about the derangement, but I didn't think the machines were ever this calm.
We don't really know. We sing and...
Tikuk, have any other Outlanders...
Some Asaram, yes. They were convinced the machines were malfunctioning. As if machines were mere devices in need of repair. Well, they ate with us. Then, when they were satisfied there was nothing they could explain, they...
The machines... sing
to each other. You are a hunter. We're not meant to... What so? How can we...
What's with the big guy?
I was drawn to this place in a storm. At first, I thought the keening was the wind, but no. It was the thunder jaws. When the storm cleared, its singing done. Perhaps the spirit left. So we have not stripped and gleaned this one. We treat it.
Do you mind if I look...
Speak, trade.
So it's not the Banuk that are doing this. There's something about this place. They can't see it, but maybe my focus can.
machine's spirits grant you favor.
This is how the Banuk must have gotten up and down the mountain.
These lands are filled with noise, but it was just me. No silence.
Air's getting thinner. Hard to believe the Banuk were further north. Back to the sacred land. The Goldhawks are just waiting. Good sign, I guess. Here, stick it. The source is at the top of the mountain.
You can't just leave us here.
I'll look into it.
Did Vilgun send you? I guess. Never mind that. Nora girl, we snuck up here, uncovered some kind of ancient device. The other bungheads voted to take it to Pitchcliff in Oxford. But it's taken a beating already. Like it dropped from the sky. We tried to stop them digging it out. Without that thing up here, those Banuk will be massacred.
I'll stop.
Well...
You let the ropes slip for, you bunch of chuffskulls.
What have you done?
Who are you? You know...
Too late.
Hold on. This was our delve.
I don't know about. This was your idea.
All right.
It's worth more to me than you are.
Forget it. All East ever given...
They've made a mess of this. Catastrophic malfunction. This is from long ago. And it's been sending a signal all this time. Fading out. This is from Gaia Prime. Some part of her was still functioning. Until now. I have to get back to the camp. Before the machines tear it apart.
The machines are
They've
angry.
already started attacking.
Keep your distance. Hunters,
The
defend
hunt
the
is
camp.
back.
Do what you must.
This one'll take you down.
Yes.
I know I'm here now.
Roar and rend at me. I don't fear it. Now you'll hear my song, machine. A sharp song. The hunt is back.
Nora, did you know this change would come upon us?
Not exactly. This time it was outsiders.
The Oseram do not think. They will never... Now the blue light has gone. And we...
So what now?
When we teach the young to walk on shifting ice, we say, the secret is, perhaps one day, we will understand the machine's mysteries.
From what I've learned, I think that day will come, Tikuk. And there can be peace again.
Pass up these goods. Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road. For a fair price. Buy what you need.
Able-bodied adventurers. Outlander, are you looking for... Wait.
Expensively.
That's...
The tame machines. It's hard to explain, but there was a kind of signal that calmed them.
Gambling's a shoddy job, girl. I should have been a weapons... Here, take it. The half I'd owed those hammer-handed chunks. What do you want? Carja silks? Ah. You again. I never forget a face I've lost shards to.
These aren't goods, they're necessities. Fine goods for a fair price.
what you need?
Lead.
Would you like to? Aloy, fancy seeing you all the way out here. Aren't you going to miss your
There's still some time.
Lots of moving parts to you, aren't there? I like that. We're being pressed by machines on one, so I've been trying to finish up this beauty. To settle our...
This weapon you're working...
Uh-huh. Was glad to get reacquainted with those guns. In the hands as much as in the head. Like you. Making this beast...
You said you're being...
Out of the junk heap. A pack of scrappers came snuffed, and now we've got to guess they like shiny.
I'm not afraid of getting...
She went that way. All right.
this scrap. Dragged here from who knows where and when. Bandits have a good defense. Better spot all their sentries before I look for the power cells.
Whoa!
There, a power cell. So much for being careful. Okay, done. Now to get into the Scrapper's Run and find those weapon parts.
You'll get yours when the clan blows in. Town's good as torched.
Spotted. Lots of scrappers following. These took the parts already. The scrappers made that pile. Strange. Maybe nasty. Let me find something Petra can use. Fast. about to get loud. Back to Petra. I've been in the scrapyard long enough.
Forges.
Petra, I have the parts you wanted, but there are more bandits coming.
Do they now? Hold this thing steady while I give it a voice. Then we'll let it talk terms for us. Now take it up and brace yourself. Don't press it against your hips, if you ever want to use those for...
All right, I got it. Ugh, heavy. All I can do to hold it up. Ugh. Come on, then, if you're coming!
Run this forge dirt town red, boys!
Manners! She's working well so far. Room for improvement on the gun. No complaints about the gunner. Anyone but a bandit clan would pull back now.
Come on, you fuckheads! They only have one cannon!
Under the bridge, Aloy. Bring it down on them.
What? It's your bridge.
The bridges come and go. Shoot it down. Oh, boy. Whoa! might have overdone it a little. Now, I'm no soldier, but I'd call that a rout.
Oh, my teeth hurt from all that.
That's interesting. Need a leather strap to bite down on, perhaps. We'll give those wretches a sky burial. That's fancy talk for leaving them out for the birds. More than they'd have done for us if this thing didn't work.
If it didn't work? It could have not worked?
It isn't finished. That's why we're testing it. Now, you had your Nora toys to fight with. Saying goes, you can only trust metal. But my trust was placed well in you. You're owed, Aloy Machine Hunter. I won't forget it.
Neither will I, Petra. Whoa. Still feel the lightning snap in my hair. Are you looking for something?
Can't see hide nor hair of my friends. They went after a herd of behemoths.
Only seasoned hunters go after machines like that. Can't they?
It's not them I'm worried about. We need special cables from those behemoths. If they miss the herd, Petra will hand me my hide. I never should have agreed to that trade.
What trade did you...
Petra assigned me and Baladja but Jorgris and Baladja are meant for each other. So I...
Didn't Baladja...
It was her idea. I would run...
I can look for...
They were headed if we missed...
Let's keep...
Be a thing for these quests, I have to say. We're gonna continue until we have no quests left for the final mission, and get the optional done, and we'll cut it off there.
Us this far.
You had us wandering for hours.
Just what I'm looking
because
for.
I couldn't concentrate with you hammering on.
You kept asking me questions. When did I start sniffing? Had I ever seen the elevator at Meridian? If Caleb had been here, we'd have found the herd. I would have someone's coming.
Are you Jorgris and Baladja? Caleb sent me to look for you.
He did? Now Petra must know we lost the herd.
No, I lost it.
I don't care who lost it. Just... why do...
I couldn't let...
We saw 3 behemoths and some shell walkers in the herd.
I can sneak up on the herd better without... conversation.
Arguing, you mean?
Why did you even agree?
Enough! Jorgris, Baladja asked you to switch with Caleb so she could spend time with you.
What?
And if I heard right, Jorgris led you off course so he could spend more time talking with you.
Really?
Now, you talk it out while I get those behemoth cables. Where did you last see the herd?
Oh,
Got it. So they last saw the convoy here, huh? Where were they going? I hear them now. Come on, then.
You've got those behemoth cables, don't you? I knew you'd come through.
And Jagris and Baladia should be along. Eventually.
We've been expecting you ever since they came back. Whatever you did, it worked. Now they're off snogging in the shed.
Finally. She put me on guard duty for a month, so I'm glad it was worth it. Thank you.
No problem.
I see you survived their bickering.
Barely.
I could say they struggle in love because they're young, but the old rarely fare better. Thank you, Aloy, for enduring them.
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the Lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Lead the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
When you need me, I'll follow your lead.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These Carja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
The Anointed.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word. The Carja do not impress me. To build so tall is to invite the fate of the ancients.
O great sun, how does your gaze fall? In approval?
Naman, I should have known if there was going to be a Sun Priest here, it would be you.
And if the Sun King had allowed outlanders to set foot upon the Alight, this Aloy could only be you. I wish the circumstances were different. Or that the Psalms of the Sun could give you peace of mind. But if you'll allow me one pontification...
Go ahead.
You've shown strength and compassion. Our enemies only a desperate hate. Both sides claim the blessing of the sun. But the sun that I pray to, it would bestow it upon yours.
You know, Naman, I'm already under some pretty heavy divine pressure, but I'll try to live up to it.
The tribes united against Shadow. How could that not be the sun's will?
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed, either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I. Your friend, the Vanguard, keeps looking over.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Carja. Carja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Carja, how tough can they be? Yeah, they're best guys just like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
And let's not get cocky, boys. Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
That's big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit him like a hammer till he can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Erend. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
What kind of machines have they got?
Big, ugly ones. From the ancients. Ugly and ancient? Like your mother? Worse, like your wife.
That's enough. This is what I have to deal with.
See? I am going to go back to the front of Meridian village here. Look if who else has joined. And then we'll call it a day for an episode. And then I'll do some work off screen. And by going back and seeing if I can find more text files in the old buildings that I may have missed. And we'll see you in the next one after that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed this episode.